Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, first of all, I need to check, do I have lipstick on my teeth? I feel like I always do and it's so awkward. Then when I'm editing, I look back and it's like, great. Anyway, so welcome back to my channel. It's been kind of a while since I sat down and did a little video with you guys. You can see I already have my makeup on, so this is a different kind of video. This is going to be more of like a Q&A kind of style video, because I'm sure if any of you guys follow me on Insta, you will see that I went on an absolute rant on Monday. Something boiled my blood, I don't know what it was, and I just was like, you know what, like fuck this, I'm gonna go on Instagram stories, I'm just gonna speak my mind, because I never really do. Basically, sorry, if you didn't see my Instagram story, it is saved as a highlight on my Instagram story, so you can actually check it out. But basically, someone left a little comment on one of my YouTube videos. I think it was my Coachella vlog. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. And basically said something along that, hold on, I'll actually find it and I will read it out because, okay, so the comment said, I really don't see how the gym is working for you at all. I reckon you need to spend a lot more time in the gym than knocking back gin and tonics every day. Yeah, I know, like, seriously, like there are people in the world that actually would go out of their way to comment something like that, and that's absolutely fine. Like, you know, I am not the type of person that would, I don't take those kind of comments to heart, because I just like, I'm just not like that. I'm kind of, I feel like the way I am as a person, I can take a lot of shit, and I don't know what it is. It didn't upset me. It like angered me more, because it angered me more that that was a public comment. If someone writes that to me into my DMs, grand, no one can see it and I would just ignore it. But because it was in like a public space where people can see, I had this kind of mindset, and I was like, okay, well, if girls or boys or whoever is following me reads that comment, and then like they'll just feel shit about themselves. Then they might, if someone's the same size as me or bigger than me or smaller or whatever, and they turn around and they're like, oh well, fuck's sake, if they think that she's big, I must be huge and whatever, because I just know that's probably the way I would think, or I would have thought a couple of years ago anyway. So I went on my stories anyway, and I just spoke my mind about saying, like, you need to stop commenting on people's weight, because it's like so stupid. First of all, like, people weigh whatever, and that's fine, like that's their business, you know. And just to be comfortable in your own skin, like I am a size 12 to 14. That's like a UK size. If you're from the States, I don't know. Well, I'll look it up. I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of where this Q&A came about anyway. I basically was talking about the size I am and how I do find it kind of hard to, you know, I can't wear the stuff people wear that you see on Instagram. Not like to a certain extent, obviously you can wear most of it, but some of the stuff that you see and people look absolutely incredible in, like, I just can't wear that because, like, I'm curvy. I have big legs, a big ass. I have a small-ish waist, I feel, so I've been told. I didn't know I did. But you know, I go out, like, on the bottom especially, so I can't wear a lot of things that girls wear on Instagram. So I was kind of saying, like, I find it hard to, no, I don't find it hard to dress myself, but I just find it hard to, like, find that inspo. I just feel like there's not enough of people like my size on Instagram, and probably is, and if you know of any amazing ones, comment below. Like, I do follow like a couple stunning girls that are the same size as me, but basically I was just saying, like, there isn't a nice variety of them accessible to me, you know. But yeah, so then I started getting so many DMs basically when I went to my stories, and I got a lot of new followers as well, which is crazy. But yeah, I got so many DMs of girls basically being like, wow, thank you for coming on and speaking about this. Like, you've made me feel so much better about myself. I have one girl that was like, I was having a shit day and I was just I hated everything, I felt so fat, and then after watching your story I'm after going out and buying a new bikini now. And I was like, yes, I love this. Like, this is it. Like, you should feel amazing. You don't have to look like, you don't have to be super thin, or you don't have to be a certain figure or whatever. Like, it goes both ways. I'm talking about, don't be commenting on people's weight if you're big or small or whatever. It goes absolutely both ways. I'm not picking on one size in particular. I've seen a lot of people commenting on people that are skinny and saying they're too skinny or they look shit or whatever, and it's horrible. Like, just, my point is, let's just not comment on each other's weights, and let's just all comment on how stunned we look, you know. feel the world would be a lot of a nicer place. I feel like this is an absolute ramble and a rant. Anyway, so like I was saying, this led to a Q&A because I was getting so many DMs and so many people were asking me whatever, just about my life in general. So I said, you know what? I did the little question box thingy on Insta, and I got a lot of these. Are like, there's like 4 in each box here. I just screenshot them all because I had to go to London and they were gonna run out. So I'm gonna answer them now. But I also said, like, for my Q&A, this can be anything to do with what I spoke about on my Insta stories or just like my personal life. So there's a bit of everything thrown in here. So okay, I'm just gonna start reading them. First question: any advice on trying to be comfortable in your own skin? I need some inspo. So this is something that I feel people struggle with, and nobody's perfect. Like, I still don't 100% feel comfortable in my own skin all the time. I definitely have times where like I do feel amazing, and I definitely have times where I feel like absolute shit. But I think you just need to learn to love yourself, in the sense that like this is the only body that you have and that you've been given, and you're not going to get another one. So if you treat it well, I'm not saying you need to treat it well in the sense that like you need to like exercise all the time and like eat really healthy all the time and just, you know, like be good to yourself, and like you'll feel amazing. And I think as well, like the way you feel inside is so down to like your lifestyle too, in the sense that like I go to the gym, like I said, I go to the gym for myself. I go to the gym to feel really good, to be healthy. Like, I'm not going to the gym to be skinny, because I know I feel like genuinely like my body does not even have the potential to go down to below a size 10. So for me, that's not why I'm in the gym. I'm in it for my head. I feel amazing when I walk out. I feel more confident when I walked out that I like achieved I did a really good class and I achieved something. So I feel like starting with that, like eat really well. Like, I do eat really well, but I also love my treats. Like, clearly I love my treats. So I don't deprive myself either. Like, if I'm feeling like chocolate, I'll have chocolate. If I'm feeling like jellies, I'll eat my jellies. But I also try to eat really well, you know, like getting all my veg in, getting just the right amount of everything. But I do eat treats as well. I'm not gonna like lie, you know. And it has taken me a really long time to even get to this point where I can feel like that, because like when I was a teenager, I was really overweight and I kind of used to yo-yo. Like, I feel like when I was a kid I was chubby, and then when I like kind of started school I got like kind of normal size, and then I think it was like 4th year, which I feel like happens to a lot of people, I really got big. But like for me it was really big, and it's like a lot bigger than what I am now. So I've been there, and like I know what it's like to feel absolute shit about yourself and stuff. Like, I used to like not even want to look at myself in the mirror because it was just that, like, to me I was so gross. Whereas then I got like into the right headspace of things. I got into a really good routine. I started to love exercise. I started to be more aware of what food I was eating, and like just like stuck to more of like a plan, in the sense that not a plan as in a diet as such, but just to know what I should be eating and know what I shouldn't be eating. And that's kind of still what I do now and what I follow. Like, I know if I'm eating something, I'm like, okay, no, if I have eaten this, just because you've one bad meal as well, and I used to do this all the time. I'd have one bad meal and then I'd just keep eating bad, whereas now I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna have one bad meal, that's fine. I've had my bad meal, so the next 2 meals or the next meal or whatever amount you're gonna eat for the day, let them be good meals, because you can still treat yourself but don't overindulge. I think that's the really important like step, you know. Don't like overdo it, really. Yeah, I think I started to feel more comfortable in myself when I got into that routine of just feeling like I was on track with my life in general. And that's it. But it's a long process, and there's no like right or wrong answer to feeling confident. You have to find it yourself. I know that sounds so like cheesy. Jesus, I'm so not a cheesy person either, so like even saying stuff like that kind of makes me feel a little bit like shivery, but it's so true. And how many piercings do you have? So I think I have, so I recently got 2 new ear piercings. Oh my god, I recently gotten 2 new ear piercings up here. I got my Marie Attach done. So I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I actually have 2 more here, but I just don't have them in, so that's 12. And then I used to have my belly button pierced, so that's 13. But I took that out, so I don't think that really counts anymore. So I have 12 piercings. What are your tips for feeling comfortable with stretch marks? I hate mine. Honestly, like, I just don't even view them as like a bad thing. I feel like, I remember when I first ever like noticed I had a stretch mark, I was like really young, and I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I was like, this means I'm fat, this means I'm fat. But then I was like, no it doesn't. Like, I have seen skinny girls, or girls that in my head, like, I would totally want to look like them with stretch marks, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Everyone has them. They're actually kind of cool. They're like, I don't know, like, I just think, just go with it. Like, they look kind of cool. They give your body a little bit of character, you know. I just want to say thank you for normalizing being a size 12. We need more girls like you. Thank you. But I don't feel like it's just me. I feel like there's been so many other people that have said this too, and I feel like it shouldn't, like, I'm so thankful for that comment, it's really nice, but I feel like it shouldn't even be an issue. It's like, hello, 2019 people, like, it's fine if you're a size 12. It's not the end of the world. Do you ever find being curvy in a group of skinny friends hard? Nights out are hard for me with that. I mean, I don't find it hard, and I think, again, like, I'm 24 now. Probably 10 years ago when I was 14, when we first started going to discos, and I was still a little bit bigger than all my other friends. Yeah, like, it is shit sometimes, especially like if you've nothing to wear, or you have a really last minute night out and you want to borrow something and none of your friends are the same size as you. It is a little bit shit, but it's also just one of those things that, like, you can't do anything about it. It is just the way you are, so you have to just kind of own it, and like, you're gonna stand out from the crowd, you know, that kind of way. If you look different, like, if everyone looked the same, it'd be pretty fucking shit. Where did you buy your Coachella swimwear? So my swimwear is kind of from everywhere. I got some really nice swimsuits from Revolve, which I loved. I can insert the pictures here if you want. So Revolve, ASOS I find is amazing for swimwear, because you can mix and match like the bottoms and the tops, like if you want to swap sizes, and they always have like really good discounts and stuff and sales. So ASOS is really good for swimwear. Pretty Little Thing I had some nice bits from. I had a nice swimsuit from the Sarah Ashcroft in the Style collection, which they sent me literally just before I left, so I threw that straight into my suitcase. What else did I have? You know, the usual, like Boohoo, Misguided, just a bit of everywhere really. Such pressure to look a certain way from Instagrammers. Does this get you down too? I mean, like, yeah, I feel like every now and then if you see a photograph of like Bella Hadid or someone who's actually just amazing, like, I'm obsessed with her, you look at it and you're like, fuck my life, like, I do not look like her. But that's fine. Like I said before, like, everyone can't look the same, because it would just be really shitty if everyone did look the same. So like, I just, like, I admire everyone for looking the way they are, you know what I mean? I'd never take it away from someone for looking the way they are, because I'm annoyed that I don't look like that, because that's them. Like, they've probably worked really hard for their body, or genetics, they're naturally just like that. So I try not to, you know what I mean? Like, I used to, probably like a couple of years ago, yeah, definitely I would have, but like, I really just try to not, like, or if it really gets you down, just don't follow them, because it's gonna just play with your head. If you're not in that mindset, it's gonna just, like, it's gonna totally just mess with your head, you know. Would you ever live abroad? If so, where? Yes, Los Angeles, baby. Do you ever feel pressure to appear only positive or perfect online? Honestly, no. Like, if I'm having a shit day, like, I'll probably just be quiet on Instagram. I'm just not the type of person that would, like, totally go onto my story and just, like, rant. That's what your girl WhatsApp groups are for, you know. But that's just me. Now, I'm saying that I did have a rant the other day, but I wanted to spread a positive message, so I feel like that was, like, an acceptable rant that I had, you know. But yeah, no, I don't feel pressure. I feel like if I'm having a shit day, I don't go online, and what I post on Instagram, it is me and it is the way I am. And again, if you don't like it, don't follow me. So it's just like one of those things. How did you get the confidence in yourself to follow this career? Okay, so I don't know. Honestly, I just feel like I fell into this career. Like, I tried and I've worked hard for it, but like, it's not one of those things that you just overnight, it happens. It just gradually grows, and you just get to that kind of point. But I feel like I really have worked my ass off for, like, I started my Instagram in 2013, and like, I'm still going and I'm still trying, but I worked so hard for it. Like, I used to work on a makeup counter in Inglot, if I'm sure a lot of you know that, and I left Inglot, went freelance as a makeup artist, just started working. I was only really working on the weekends, because that's kind of only when the demand for makeup is, pretty much, when you're freelance. So I would spend like Monday to Thursday just doing makeup looks in my room and posting them on Instagram, and that's kind of how I got my work for the weekends. And then it kept me going. It gave me really, really good drive to just keep going. And that's what I would say about anything, like, if you really, really want it, you'll make it happen, and that's what I did. And it's easier for some people than it is for others. Like, I know people that grow so much overnight, and then I know other people that don't. So it just depends on the person, you know. And it also helps if you know some people. Now, I'm not saying I know people that got me here, not at all. Like, I knew nobody when I started out. I've made so many friends, and I just know so many people through the industry now, but that was on me finding them out for myself. And then obviously I've made friends who know people who have introduced me to other people, and that has led to really great opportunities. But it's hard work, you know. It's not as easy as it looks sometimes when you see just a photograph on Instagram. Like, you have to think of all the things that help you get to that photograph. Like, you know, you have to invest in a camera, you have to invest in like all your products that you're using, then you have to do your makeup, which could take 2, 3, 4 hours depending on what you're doing. You have to take the photo, then you have to put it on your phone, you have to edit it, you have to upload it. So it's not just like a simple case of quick snap a pic and put it straight up. Like, that's never the case. And I feel like a lot of people probably don't realize that about social media. Like, it is a lot of work that goes into it, but it's an amazing job, and if you really want to do it, it will work out for you. The haters must annoy you in some way. Yeah, like, they annoy me because it's like stupid negative shit, like like unnecessary negative shit, but I really try not to let it get to me. Honestly, I would be more offended if someone said my makeup looks shit than I look shit, you know what I mean? Because that's like, oh, like, ow, like, I created that shit. Like, but if someone says, oh, you're rotten or whatever, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, I'm next. Like, because what's the point? Like, you cannot sit there dwelling on what one person thinks of you, especially when you have a couple thousand, and I now have 100,000 people following me. So it's like, yeah, there's always going to be a couple people that don't like what you're doing or don't think you look as good as another person thinks, and that's fine. But again, it just comes back down to like being confident in yourself. And if someone, this is my take on it, if someone has to go and tell you how shit you look, they probably have other things going on in their own lives that's making them say that, because I would never in a million years go and say to somebody they look like shit, especially online. I just wouldn't do it. It's not me. So that's it. What is your future career goals? Love how inspirational you are. Oh my god, thank you. I don't know, my future career, like, I really, really want to just keep doing this for as long as I can, because I really love it. It's so much fun to be like creative and just like expressing myself and being myself on front for camera. Like, it's kind of weird, like, I'm literally sitting in my room on my own talking to a camera, but like, I'm actually talking to all you people, so like, it's just really cool. And then I don't know, like, I'd love to have my own like makeup range maybe one day with someone. That would be kind of fun. And I don't know, like, the world is my oyster. So what or who inspired you to do YouTube? Honestly, like, I don't even remember. I just always have liked YouTube, and I follow like so many different people. Like, I don't just watch makeup people at all on YouTube. Like, I love like Shane Dawson, I love David Dobrik, the Vlog Squad, Emma Chamberlain, like all those people. I'm obsessed. I love watching them. I think they're really funny, and I definitely do get like inspo for things that I want to do from even just watching their videos, even though like they're nothing to do with makeup. But I do remember like the first person I used to religiously watch on YouTube was Desi Perkins, so I suppose she probably had some sort of impact on why I wanted to do it, amongst other people as well. And I just think it's a fun way to like show your life, you know, and it's cool, and it's so cool to look back on this in 10, 15, 20 years time and be like, holy shit, we went to Coachella and I have a video of that with all my mates, like in the desert, drunk, dancing. Like, that's cool. Any tips for not giving a fuck? Honestly, like, literally just don't give a fuck. Do not care what people think of you, because like, I'm saying this, like, I obviously, things can get to me. Like, I'm not fucking invincible. Like, everyone has a breaking point. Like, people know how to push my buttons and it will piss me off. But when it comes to social media, I really just try not to think too much into it. Now, like, if my best friend came up and said, you're fucking rotten, I hate you, I'd be heartbroken, like, do you know what I mean? But when it's someone online, I'm like, oh, whatever. How many strands of extensions do you get? Oh my god, I have so much hair. Like, actually, like, before extensions, my hair's so thick. So I think I have like, oh, I'm probably going to be really wrong, over 200, definitely. My head was so heavy when I got them. But yeah, I have a massive head too. I have a really wide head, so I need more. Can you talk about what sort of style suit your figure? I have no idea what sort would suit mine. Like, okay, for me, I feel I can get away with wearing like a crop top, but if I wear a crop top, I'd have to wear something super high-waisted, so like I'd show like this much of my skin in between, but I wouldn't show my belly button, because like that just freaks me out. I actually hate belly buttons as well. I just think they're so weird. What else? like, I don't know, like for example, like high-waisted jeans suit me really well. Anything that kind of comes up onto my hips, like I feel actually works really well. I would wear a bodycon dress, but again, it'd have to be a flattering bodycon dress. Like midi skirts I like to wear. Short, if I'm wearing shorts, paper bag shorts are like definitely this type of shorts that suit my figure better. So they're the ones that come really like cinched in at your waist, but they're kind of baggier around your legs. Because if I wear like tight like booty shorts, oh my god, like it's so gross. Like my bum is just like eating the shorts. It's like sick. Like if you were pursuing a career in makeup, what do you think you'd be doing? It's actually really funny. Like on my CAO, which is like, if you're not from Ireland, the CAO is like this form that you have to fill out when you're doing your leaving cert, which is like your final exams in school, and it basically determines if you get into college. So I had down culinary arts, which kind of goes hand in hand with the whole weight thing. I love food, people. Do you vary in sizes you wear in clothes / shops? Because I find it very disheartening being different sizes. Oh my god, 100% yes. Yes, yes, yes. Like I have so many different clothes and they're all different sizes. Like for example, I have a pair of Topshop jeans which are a size 12. I have a pair of Penny jeans which are a size 14. I have another pair of Penny jeans which are like a size 16. Like everything is so different. You have to try everything on. And I used to have this mindset when I, like years ago, I used to have this mindset. I'm like, oh, if I'm not wearing a size 10 or 12, like, oh my god, like I don't even want it. And I'm like, so I literally like bait myself into a pair of jeans that looked ridiculous on me because it didn't fit me, just because I wanted to say I was wearing that size, which is so stupid. Whereas like really, if you're wearing a pair of jeans, no one's gonna know what size they are when they're on you, and you're gonna look good anyway if they fit you. So science, people. How did you and Dave meet? So we're actually from the same area. We went to the same school and stuff, but David is like 3.5 years older than me, so we didn't really know each other in school. And it was only when I left school that like we just had like some mutual friends or whatever, and then we just started texting. I think he actually like followed me on Instagram. Something like that, or he wrote to me on Facebook or something, and then I followed him on Instagram. And then we just started texting, and then like 5.5 years later, here we are. Your hair is gorgeous. Can I ask what you asked for in the salon? Oh, thank you so much. I know you can't really see it now because it's up in a bun, but I'll put a picture here of what my hair looks like when it's all like flowing and done. But basically I got this idea in my head that I wanted my front bits to be like platinum blonde, or as blonde as they could get, and then the rest of my hair to be like darker with like a balayage going through it. So that's kind of my hair vibe right now. You and David are goals. Do you find it hard making him for him and your friends? Sorry, do you find it hard for making time for him and your friends and work? Like sometimes, yeah, if I feel busy or if I feel pressured to get certain things posted, because the thing with being online, like online never sleeps. If you have a job, it's probably going to shut down at night and you go to bed, whereas Instagram is constantly on the go, and the same with YouTube. So there is that kind of pressure to like always have content. But I try to plan out my days where like I'll pick like 2 days where I'll shoot loads of content, so I have my week sorted, so I can take the weekend off to spend with David because he has a normal like office 9 to 5 job. So yeah, it's just about balance. And then with the girls, like I always make time for the girls as much as I can. It's hard though. Like I feel like when you get to this age, like everyone's working, like all my friends have finished college now. Well, some of them went back to college, but most of my friends are working, and it's just everyone's schedule is so different and it's hard to actually find time. But Thursday nights seem to be the night that we all meet up, like my gals. Thursday nights, you know. Have you any more holidays planned for this year? Yes, I do. I have 2 more holidays that are like definitely happening. Press trips and stuff, I don't know. They always happen kind of last minute ish, or like they'll just crop up like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before. I am going to Spain. I'm going to Marbella. I've never been there before, and I'm very excited with a group of my friends, which I'm so excited for. It's going to be so nice. We're going in July, and then I'm going to Portugal in September for a wedding. One of my friends is getting married, so it's going to be super fun, and I'm actually doing her makeup too, which I'm so excited about. So yeah, that's kind of my plan so far for the year. I'll probably hopefully go back to LA at the end of the year. And then other than that, I don't know. Lord knows what will crop up. Hopefully something crops up, but I don't know. Okay, I think I will leave it there with this video. I hope I answered some of your questions. There was like seriously a lot of questions, and a lot of people asked the same question as well, so I hope that I like answered everything within this video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, sorry about my little rant. I just had to get that off my chest because it pisses me off when people put other people down, so I'm just not about it, you know. So if you have any other video ideas or any other topics you want me to talk about or do, or makeup looks you want me to create, let me know and I will do that for you guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.